Malaysian food is some of the tastiest in the world. It's strong, spicy and aromatic, combining the rich tastes of many of the herbs and spices commonly found in Southeast Asia, with the cuisines and cooking techniques from the three major cultures that make up its population: Chinese, Indian and indigenous Malay. So expect to find world-class dim sum, pork buns, and curries at every street corner or street stand, as street food is part of this country's DNA. But what foods are Malaysian? Well, here's a selection of dishes to try, and bear in mind there are regional variations of every dish. Laksa has at least 8, of which they're all very different. So, best start off with breakfast. Kaya toast. Yes, it's toast, but kinda uber toast, consisting of 2 slices with butter and kaya, a coconut jam, commonly served alongside coffee and soft, in some cases just cooked boiled eggs. Sometimes the kaya is infused with pandan. It's sweet but hideously good, especially when dipped in the eggs, and a perfect portion size for breakfast. Another common breakfast, roti canai, has its origins in North India. Paratha-like bread, or rotis, are served with a lentil curry and sometimes another gravy as well. The bread is freshly made and easily torn apart between a thumb and a finger. Eaten alone, it's eggy and slightly buttery. Dipped, as it should be, in one of the curries or dals, it soaks up that liquid, which adds a fantastic array of flavours on the palate. It's definitely one of my favourite and spicy ways to start the day. And talking of breakfasts, or breakfast adjacent things anyway, curry pup, a common and cheap snack. It's a small, flaky pie consisting of curry with meat, fish or potatoes in a deep fried or baked pastry shell. The consistency of the filling is quite thick to prevent it from oozing out of the snack. My favourites come freshly baked from local bakeries, but they're common in convenience stores, cafes and supermarkets. They're great with a chennai curry or a spicy snack on the go. Nasi Lemak, the national dish of Malaysia. Fragrant rice cooked in coconut milk and pandan leaves, served with a side of spicy sambal paste, eggs and anchovies, and often raw red peanuts. These are the core components. It makes a deliciously fulfilling meal at any time, but add an egg and it's breakfast. It was once a simple, cheap breakfast, packed in banana leaves, but now its variations include a side of protein, often a curry or fried chicken. It's evident that Malaysians love their Nasi Lemak, as stalls are scattered throughout the nation to satisfy cravings, and it remains a staple in most menus. Like its counterparts in India and Arabia, Murtabak is a stuffed pan-fried bread which pretty much resembles a folded roti canai, and served with a gravy or a dip. The base of the filling is egg, onions and coriander, but meat and vegetables can be added, making it a delectable spice snack. It's simple and sold at stalls and warungs across the country, and I prefer the savoury rather than sweet varieties that are available. Frozen kinds are available to make at home, but they're a pale imitation of this budget snack. Rendang. Originally Indonesian, it's eaten widely in Malaysia, and it's my favourite curry to eat and cook. It's dry, spicy, slow cooked, rich and creamy stew made with meat, spices and coconut milk. It has an incredible aroma from the fried curry leaves, lemongrass and the coconut shards to add a perfect flavour and texture, and it's best eaten with rice. Now there are huge variations of laksa across Malaysia, from the humblest of coffee shops to high-end restaurants. This bowl of rice noodle soup with a spicy and tangy kick, topped with a number of ingredients but always an egg. It's a flavourful concoction from the multiculturalism in Southeast Asia and its long-distance trade routes. My favourites are the Penang or the curry variety, as I love the warm creaminess of this soup. Fish head curry is immensely popular in Malaysia. With South Indian origins, it uses a combination of various spices and ingredients to create its rich, slightly salty and sourish tangy taste. Just like all dishes here, there are a lot of variations depending upon location and family recipes. The meat located at the jaws of the red sea bream, below the gills and at the back of the neck is sweet and delicate. It's where the layers of fine meat structure absorb all the flavours of the curry or sauce that it's cooked in, hence making fish head much sought after when cooking curry. Expect long lines for restaurants that specialise in this. Well, what can you say about satay? It's generally well known, but when it's grilled over charcoal, meat satay has a pleasantly smoky flavour, often flavoured with syrupy soy sauce that gives that satay a salty sweet flavour. Peanut sauce is so commonly served with satay, it's often just called satay sauce, and always with a hard salad item like cucumber to freshen the palate. The Ramly brand has to be the most well-known food name in Malaysia. It transports the idea of a humble, cheap hamburger to a whole new level. Fried to order at the side of the road, and almost always near car washes for some reason, it's a simple patty of your choice, fried, usually with an egg, and flavoured with whatever the food stand uses, and served with mayo and sweet ketchup. There we go. Unwrapping.
We call it bento. Then have a tea. You come here by this. Of course, you have to order something.
You may see YouTubers taking on burgers which are 90% sauce. Malaysians don't eat these, only tourists and Instagrammers. Nasi Goreng, again another Indonesian Malaysian concoction and served everywhere. This flavoured fried rice dish is ludicrously tasty and has so much more flavour than its Chinese counterpart. It's flavoured with both shrimp and sweetened soy sauce and served with a crispy salad for freshness. Do have some protein with it and add an egg and it's breakfast. Hang on, haven't I said that somewhere else before? Char Kway Teow is a quick, stir-fried Chinese-inspired rice noodle dish, literally meaning stir-fried flat rice noodles, so descriptive then. Its unique flavour from a combination of sweet dark soy sauce, brine, garlic and oil, as well as the smoky aroma from the wok hei, a Chinese stir-fry technique done over very high heat. It's incredibly popular and served from food stalls to coffee houses to high-end restaurants. Although it contains simple ingredients, keeping the noodles segregated when cooking is an art form. Thanks to the Chinese Malays, there's a lot of good semi-sweet breads and buns. My two favourites? Coconut buns. A soft bun filled with toasted coconut, giving it a caramel sweet flavour. And don't judge me, but I do love it with a smear of chili shrimp paste or sambal. I don't know why, but the salty hot flavour really works with the coconut. I know it's not traditional, but maybe it's me. And finally, banana cake. It's a fluffy, tight-crumbed, moist sponge flavoured with, well, banana. Be prepared for long queues where bakeries are known for selling good ones. Time for something sweet? Well, Malaysia does do sweet things very well, just look at the cakes. Sendol is found throughout the country. It's a nice dessert that contains droplets of green rice flour jelly, coconut milk and gulu melaka, a palm sugar syrup. It's intensely sweet and cold and very refreshing on a hot humid day. Many varieties, not all, have a red bean garnish, which sounds strange, but the earthy savouriness does counterbalance that sweetness very well. It's definitely worth trying. So that's my choice for the essential Malaysian experience. I know there are many more, but that'll give you a head start. And a special mention has to go out to all the innovators who transform Rendang into burgers and Nasi Lemak into chips and ice cream. So until the next time I see you, bye!